Hello everyone and welcome to Chat with Nene Alice. If this is your first time tuning in to Chat with Nene Alice, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to send in your comments. And viewers, we are chasing 1,000 subscribers, so please subscribe because we are giving you premium content, so we want to see you subscribing to this channel. We also want to see you giving us thumbs up because thumbs up adds value to the video. So if you have not subscribed or if you have not liked the videos, please do so. Viewers, today we're going to talk about youth empowerment in Sierra Leone. We all know that Sierra Leone is a youthful population, and there are so many things that are going on that involves young people, and young people should be part of all of those conversations. We are talking about how we get young people employed, how we get them acquire skills, and how we get them to become so powerful and useful within our community. And so today I have with me the fabulous Abigail Stevens, who is the Executive Director for the Center for Youth Coordination. And that organization is a very powerful organization, or a powerful agency for young people, and they have been around for a long while. And so we have Abigail today gracing our stage, and I'm going to ask her to introduce herself, and then from there we'll start the conversation.
Hello viewers, I'm Abigail Stevens, Executive Director, Center for Coordination of Youth Activities, and also a youth activist. I'm very much pleased and honored to chat with Nene Alice in her conversation.
Thank you, Abigail, and I'm also very much happy to have you around. Okay, and Abigail and I are in a program for leadership, and we have had lots of experience. So we're going to, get some of those information from her and what she has, the skills she has acquired to particularly strengthen herself to work with young people. So the first question I want to ask you, Abigail, is what is youth empowerment based on the work you are doing and from the perspective of your organization?
So basically, Center for Coordination of Youth Activity is a youth serving organization that has been in existence for the past 20 years. We've been working in youth empowerment because that is our niche. And of course, young people, we know the issues of young people are enormous and they are cross-cutting issues. So it's very difficult to address 100% of young people's issue. And basically, CCY, of course, like I said, is an organization that looks into the challenges that young people face in their communities, and especially the country as a whole. Challenges that has to do with unemployment, marginalization, skills, alcohol and drug abuse, or substance abuse, etc. So like I said, youth issues are cross-cutting issues, and they are very much difficult to address. Of course, when you talk about young people, this is a period or a stage from childhood stage to adulthood stage, and it's very much challenging. For us here in Sierra Leone, when you talk about youth, we are directly talking about the ages between 15 to 35. Of course, the African Charter, that is the age bracket, 15 to 35. And the UN, of course, define youth as within the ages of 15 to 24. But for us here, we are looking at 15 to 35 years. And of course, we have series of them, different categories of youth. We have the unemployed youth, we have youth that are in and out of school, we have the educated and those that are not educated, we have youth that are persons with disability. So there are so many different categories of youth. So when we talk about youth, we are not specific because we have to engage and also cater for the needs of all those categories of young people in our country. And of course, Sierra Leone is a youthful population, in as much as we are striving for women's empowerment, we are also striving for young people's empowerment, youth empowerment.
Okay, Abigail, before this time, when we talk about young people or youth in Sierra Leone, we see people who are more than 35 years posing as youth or as youth leader. I remember when I was working in communities and we go there and we want to talk to community stakeholders, and I was personally, I always insist that we have a young person as part of as part of the conversation, and then you will see them coming with somebody who, by estimation, you will see that person older than 35. So for what is the definition of a young person? So just say it to Via so that we have that cleared out.
So Nene Alice, like I said earlier, when we talk about youth, for us in Sierra Leone, because we are working with the African Charter definition, it's around 15 to 35 years. So
Okay.
any age above
Above
that is not considered as youth. And what you're saying is really a challenge to us in our society, because you will hear government saying, we've employed young people or youth, we've given them power of position, of trust, etc., etc., or young people are being engaged in governance and decision-making processes. But when you take a look or a deep look at their age, it's above 35. So how can we say that person is a youth? Because by the age, that is what is in the charter. So as long as you are above 35 years,
You are not
then
considered.
maybe you be considered as a young person, because a youthful age is 15 to 35.
Thank you. So you have said Sierra Leone is a youthful population. I don't know if you have statistics to support that kind of information
Yes,
based
of
on
course.
the perspective of your organization.
Yes, of course, we all know that the country is a youthful population. The population, housing, the census, of course, tells us that we have majority of young people in our community or a country as a whole, and also so many development partners. They've also done series of studies that shows that we are in the majority. Young people are in the majority in our country. So that will not deny the fact that majority of us or youth are in the population. Youthful, we have a youthful population, I will say, in our country.
Okay. So let's talk about talent development in terms of, you rightly said that we have various dimensions as to how we work with young people in terms of developing skills, in terms of developing, career and all of that. So in terms of the work you do as your organization, how do you add value to young people in developing their talent, in acquiring more skills, and getting themselves become meaningfully engaged and contribute to nation development?
So basically, CCY work on 5 thematic areas. One that has to do with getting young people involved in governance. We also look at livelihood security. We also look at issues around HIV, sexual and gender-based violence, teenage pregnancy and early marriage. We work also on issues on human rights and rule of law, and also alcohol, substance and drug abuse, as well as organizational development. So basically, looking at our niche in terms of our intervention, we've been engaging, and we are still doing it, engaging young people in series of interventions, programs, activities in governance, because like I said earlier, that is one of the challenge we are facing as young people in terms of getting them engaged meaningfully in governance and decision-making processes. And also, like I said, we are an advocacy organization. What we do, we raise awareness on the issues, especially on civic engagement for young people to be aware. Aware of themselves in terms of participating and also taking the lead in development processes. And also, as an advocacy institution, we advocate on policies that can address young people's issue or youth issues. And we've built so many capacity of young people. We organize trainings for them, leadership trainings, series of trainings, because like I said, issues, they are cross-cutting issues. So if it's around governance, we do a lot of training, capacity building training for them. If it's around livelihood, we also do organize capacity building training and support to them, because you cannot train someone, especially when we talk about livelihood, especially socioeconomic livelihood or empowerment. You cannot just train and then you leave that person just like that. So we also try to see how best we give support to our young people, for them to be economically viable in terms of what they are doing, and also in terms of the skills, because young people, that is where majority of them are having problems in terms of having the right skills for them to be able to do what they to come out with their full potential. So we organize series of skills training for young people, and also, like I said, give them the necessary support to start their own, whether it's business or an organization. We give that support also, because there are so many organizations that are born out of our intervention from CCYA. And like I said again, CCYA has been looking in so many areas in terms of policy. We are part of the process. Recently, we have reviewed our youth policy, and of course, I was one of the experts in that process, looking at all these issues that I'm talking about, and see how best we can put it in the document for development partners and also organizations that are working on youth issues to implement what is in the policy, because we believe that if the policy is being implemented, fully and effectively implemented, then we'll be able to address the issues of young people or youth in general. So basically, CCYA, we've been working and we are still working for young people in terms of building their capacity, giving them series of capacity building training, support, the area of mentorship and coaching. That is what we are known for, and that is what we are working on.
Okay, Abigail, I just want to ask you another question, and that we'll use that to conclude. You know, as you walk along the streets of Freetown, you see some group of boys in 4s or in 5s, and they will be running after you or running after a vehicle and then shouting, "You bobodio, you bobodio," and these are young people. How do you also cater for those group of boys?
Well, you know, like I said earlier, we have different categories of youth. We have like I said, the employed and unemployed youth, the formal or youth in the informal setting. So for those particular categories of young people, what we do, we try to see how best we raise awareness, we engage them. For example, we work with youth in the ghettos, we work with the youths, the cliques and gangs. So for those type of categories of youth, we try to conscientize them, for them to know their importance, because that is the common language for young people. Bra, you bobodio, you know, we young man and we young woman them, they no want to work, majority of them. Even though, yes, unemployment is an issue, and quite honestly, the government, because of the population, the government will not be able to cater for everybody, for all the young people in the country. So what we are doing is to engage them, for them to be able to see the value in themselves. Let them know, say, if even I not get job now, but something there in me where I go bring out, we go make her able for get me living. That skill where they in for make it go able for do something with them. Because we get majority of young people them way than just lazy. You go see plenty thing they plenty ways then they where you yourself go able for create job for you. I can always admonish me young people them. Say for instance, if you're a young man, you not get work for do. If we they go hang in a corner, they talk say, "Bra you bobo de o." Go na each if another community the way they go na each household. Tell them say, but waiting they for do. What are they forget? Anything they close they for book. All them thing then they after thing then they. Believe you me, no us no go day. We no go day in need of them thing then they for do am. So by then you don't create employment for yourself.
Yes.
Before you sit down, me the above say let them give you, or that person go don't go suffer. Nine for campus, nine pockets for give you. Automatically you don't create employment for yourself. Among the houses then the way you go to work now that community 5 houses then they we go to offer you then job then they and give you something we don't put something at your table. So now that's not the encouragement where we can give young people them, because you get majority of them then just no one work. Some of them they way if you get something you call them say okay this na bike I don't get. Can go ride this bike for make you able for put money in your pockets. Then you able for get you bread and butter. Kalo business then go carry good. Where at the end of the day the person go taking property from them. So this is what we've been telling our young people. They need to take that stand, take up the responsibility, self-consciousness, and also engage. Make yourself busy and relevant in society. How long you go live for big? How long you do wait for government for provide job for you? Okay. If job not there, you get the skill, then go put them into practice. Do something. When you do something, God not go left you, so you must get thing where you go eat for the day.
Okay. Thank you so much, Abigail. Abigail don't tell we young people then say elect self government not give you work. You can create work for yourself. And at that day I want follow we take away from here. Instead of you the worker they say you bobo day or we didn't so or you see don't idle no more people they begin they care kalo talk then go to you. Go around and help and see how you go able for raise money for yourself. You go now host some host standard, they need person for book, they need person for clean, they need person for do half host work. Then go and give yourself and let you see how you go able to get small thing. So thank you so much, Abigail, for this chat, and we look forward to more conversation with you, and I stand with you in solidarity for youth empowerment in Sierra Leone. Thank you so much. And for viewers, if this is your first time tuning in to Chat with Nene Alice, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to send in your comments. Thank you and have a pleasant day.